Yo, what's up? This your boy Monty G from the Fammission Podcast, and it's on once again. So today, man, we got a guest from the hood, Wow the General. Salute. So you already know this. AG, stand up, man. I'm gonna go ahead, man. We're gonna get it popping, man, and we're gonna talk about the real on the Fammission Podcast. Let's go. Yo, what's up? This your boy Monty G from the Fammission Podcast. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get all access to motivated and inspiring videos on this Fammission Friday. Every Friday, let's get to the podcast. Yo, what's up? This your boy Monty G, man, and we got Wow the General in the building, man. Go ahead and tell the people where you from
Yes,
and
sir.
what you
Salute to the
do.
truth. Everything else is a lie. Wow, the
Yeah.
General. That means hard, honor, loyalty. So, Block 3, you feel me? Block 3, born and raised, original Block 3. Let's put it that way. Facts.
Okay, man. Wow the General, man. Where you go? Let's start off with, man, how you get that name, bro? Let's start right there.
I I used to be called Double O's because my nickname Chucho. So Flair and them started calling me Double O's, and everybody that was in our little circle was calling me Double O's. I used to have a slogan like Double O's lead bullet holes. It's that nigga Double O's, and I had like each because I had like 3 characters. It was Ill Lyricist Red Rum, and that's what y'all heard on Killer Gang Bang. Then I had another character called Black Faced It, and he came more like a nostalgic type of dude. And then I had Double O's, and that was like the fast Double O's, Double O's, leave bullet hole like that. So each moniker brought a different character. So Double O's end up, and then I just embodied the wow, you know what I'm saying? And I was already a general, but more than anything, I just wanted to be a general, just not for the streets, because I was already a general for the multitude and the body and everything. But I became a general for the people. You know what I'm saying? Soldier for the streets, general for the people.
Okay. I'm rocking with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we're gonna start off with you know, for the people that don't know, you do music.
Correct.
So you remember the first time you laid a track? What was that like?
The first time I laid a track down was I had to say a real track, a beat machine type of track.
No. Yeah, I'm talking about just recording it. You heard your voice and you was like, the first time you heard your voice on a replay, on a, you know what I'm saying, that kind of track. Like,
That was that, like I say, that's my Uncle Roger putting us in that room, you know what I'm saying, locking us in that room, and we was recording over NWA tapes, we was recording over DOC tapes, we was recording over Dr. Dre tapes. We was just recording. We press record. You had at the time you had that cassette joint. You had to hit the play with the record joint and then just rap. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard myself through that, and then it's like, like hearing yourself through the radio. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So you like, that's me. Okay. And it just gave you the love for it.
Yes, sir. All right, let's fast forward it, man. So, for the man, how did you link up with Jim Jones and Mama Jones?
Basically I was working with Kanye and Malik Youssef in Santa Monica, California, and we was doing a lot of Grammy parties and stuff. So different people come to these Grammy parties, and me, bro, we from the land, so we know how to build relationships and take, because our character, you know what I'm saying? Character is everything. So I step in the room, my character outweighs everything, and then the frequency. So people used to be like, look at my shoes. I had red bottoms and stuff. So people used to be like, what type of shoes is those? And anything start a conversation, you at a Grammy party, there you go. From there, a lot of people in here got things going on. So I got a lot of numbers, exchanged numbers, built relationships. And like I was saying, with the Malik Youssef thing, at this time, Malik Youssef, me and his relationship was kind of deteriorating because of, like, I only could take so much. I'm a man. So I can't show another man how to handle me. I just got to show another man, because I show respect So I want respect in return. I don't want nothing else but respect because I'm coming, giving you respect. So respect is reciprocated. So when that was dwindling, it just so happened I was like on my way back to the crib to Chicago. I already built a relationship with the people from Love and Hip Hop. You get what I'm saying? Because I didn't know who they was and what they was at the Grammy parties. And I met them. And then, I had a situation in the streets that I was running from. And it just so happened God's timing, bro. Like that man called me and was like, man, bro, what's up with that situation with you and Malik? Did you handle that business with Jay-Z and all that? And I was like, man, I ain't even get to none of that, but I'm finna head back to Chicago and face whatever I gotta face adversity. And he was like, man, I'm working on Love and Hip Hop. We finishing it up right now, Hollywood. Where you at? I'm finna come get you. And the rest is history. I went to Vegas. I met him. I think I met Mama Jones like 3 days after that because we went to pick her up and we took her to a club in Vegas called Crazy Horses.
So who pulled up on you?
This brother named Reef. His name is Reef from Power Move Multimedia, and his cousin name was CEO Larry. And that was the guy that you just seen. Everybody seen me working with recently, me and CEO Larry.
Okay.
They are the creators and the innovators of Love and Hip Hop, along with Jim Jones, Mama Jones, and Chrissy.
That's what I'm saying. So, what was that first studio session with Jimmy? What that was like?
I got a story to tell. Okay, so it wasn't even supposed to be no studio session, really. Jim was coming to do a show. We had a show, a gym shoe giveaway in Denver, and we was giving shoes away to the kids and everything. And I was just alone with the people. You know what I'm saying? The people I'm with, because that's the entourage. So me, my brother Vatos, my brother Shorty Bang, I got them with me. We all in Denver, CEO Larry, and a bunch of our other team, and we was black trucking it out, trailing Jim them, because CEO Larry was already with them real heavy. So it just so happened they had to do the little black, it was a black shoe gala, and then they found out dude was a scammer. Scam. Bam. He was scamming people for credit cards and all that. So Jim got into it with him in the show. So he ended up threatening Jim. So it went crazy because he threatened Jim. We had to go breach the hotel because he hit our business line like, man, F you, F Mama Jones, and tell Jim we gonna come in that hotel and we gonna get rid of them. These were some Crips from Denver that did the show. But the thing was that he hit they did a deposit. They did the room and board. So they knew what hotel he was in. So we had to go breach the hotel. So we go breach the hotel. We from the land, so you already know. Jim had to see the muscle. We breached the hotel. We had to go on the block and we hid him. We had to take him to a studio to go duck him. While we on the way to the studio, Jim like, wow, you got something? You got something right now? I said, I got something right now. I let him hear Rich Off the Block. He like, that's the one. He sat right there in the studio session. I'm talking about he fell asleep. That nigga had about a pound of weed because we just left cookies. You know what I'm saying? He was just blowing and blowing with his eyes closed. And then he came up with that. Came up with his verse, and then he laid the joint down. And that was rest is history. Rich Off the Block. But another thing though, when we was leaving the studio at 5 a.m, Jim, and I never shared this with nobody like on podcast, so you get it exclusive from my brother Monty G. I was leaving, me and Shorty Bang, my little brother Mario, we had the studio, so we was locking it up. I got the smacker on me. We taking Jim to the car because they all finna head to the airport. It's like 5 a.m. As we leaving, Jim them getting in the car finna pull off. They pull off. Me and Shorty Bang, my little brother, go back to the hotel. Going back to the studio finna lock it up. I hear somebody behind me like, wow, yo. I turn around. No. My bag. As we was going to the car, Jim said, damn, you can't see the stars. This is exact words, bro. You can't see the stars because it's cloudy as hell outside. You can't see the stars like that in New York. But he said, the stars tonight aligned. And I'm like, what is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? And he said, man, they all aligned at the perfect time. And then he looked at me, and then they got in the car and pulled off. As they pulled off and got in the car, me and Mario, my little brother, walking back to the studio with my back turned. I hear Jim, because they pulled back. Jim in the back seat. I'm showing you how humble and real Jim is. He hopped out the back and was like, hey, wow, yo, fuck rap. We family. The way you hold my family down, my mama down, I ain't got nothing but love for you, bro. We family. And that's word life. And ever since then, it's been a ball.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up. Devo G, what's going on, family member? Hey man, you said
Devo G, salute.
yeah, that's family member right
Yes,
there.
sir.
You
No
already
question.
know. Hey, you said when you was in prison, it didn't break you. It transformed you. So what did that change mentally? How did that change you mentally though? Because was that your first time going to jail?
Yeah,
Or
I went in like 17, 18 in prison. So that was my first bid. And they gave me like 50% though. Class 1, 4 to 15. They gave me the whole 15. I had about a year and some in the county. So I had county time. So 15, you only got to do 7.5 county time. But when you're young, you ain't looking at it like that. You looking at it coming in through Joliet on the new. So it was an experience, man, because I got stories within that too. Like how God just, by the will of Allah, he hold me down because I became more like a leader in there. Like I used to so not just Joliet, because I got a story about Joliet, me battle rapping, gallery to gallery. We can get to that and when we got a little more time and you remind me, I'll get to that. But I just want to break down the mental aspect of it. Once I went to the Desmos in prison, when I was in the Desmos, I just was my daddy and them already was, what I'm saying, on the Mexican side. So, they Latin kings. So once I got in there, they found out who I was back. They got the visitor lists. They got all that. So they coming to me like, man, hit the yard. Them people got to see you. And I'm like, what? So me and some of the multitude with them things on us had to hit the yard because we didn't know what was going on. But they was questioning me about, my daddy, my grandma, my cousin, OH, and all them being on my visitor list. And I'm like, man. So make the long story short, the Kings, and then I knew some GDs and BDs, and we used to wake up, read the Quran, read the Bible, read the Morse American, the Circle 7 Quran, read the Torah, read the Talmud. We used to read newspapers, drink our coffee, cigarettes at the time, and we were just vibing. So it made me a mental think tank. You know what I'm saying? Because I became a think tank because everything I embodied, it was like I needed this. See, a lot of people come in prison and think it's a game. I went to prison and became who I was because it matured me. I was still young, but coming from the gardens, I already had an old soul. And playing OT, going to OT, the reason why I end up in prison, it just was like, it was a learning experience. I had to learn how to let a lot of things go. I had to learn how to swallow my pride. I had to learn how to just man up. You know what I'm saying? Nobody there with you. You got to man up. So I got on my Mooster King. I stayed on my Dean. I stayed focused mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I just got my chink, and there wasn't no chink in my armor. I made sure it was no chink in my armor because I made sure I was battle tested already. So mentally, I became that think tank. And when you in there, just so many things going on. So yeah, it matured me fast because that's what it do to you. Especially if you ain't in there playing. Some people go in there playing and ain't looking for it out. And don't look for they going home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, on the real. Hey, what's one of the lessons the music industry taught you about loyalty?
It taught me that moving righteous is the only thing that's going to get you, because righteous will prevail. But it also showed me loyalty is in this business, it's not about loyalty. It's about money. It's about all of the things of the worldly things and this doing. You know what I'm saying? So, and as when you study Islam, you know, the dunya, which is everything that's in this world. So
Mm-hmm.
people still chase everything that's in this dunya, in this world. And the music thing showed me the aspect of far as loyalty is very rare and thin because everybody's trying to be somewhere. So they can
Mm.
promise you anything, but it's a lot of hidden agendas. It's a lot of, yeah, you got it, and people will put you in certain positions just for you can double back and say, oh, I need you. I need this. So loyalty, it's like it showed me like actions. I don't go off words really. I go off actions and results. If we ain't getting no results, uh loyalty, there ain't no loyalty in this game, bro, because it's business. It's never
Mm.
personal. And once you
Mm.
understand that, then you understand that this is a business and this is the entertainment industry. And a lot of people are not who you think they is. So you might get mad because you might think one of these artists is who they really is. But when you see them out their body and you see who they truly is, you can't get mad because this the entertainment business. And you know, Kanye told me that. Kanye told me, because I used to always ask questions. So one thing Kanye told me, he said, hey man, I appreciate you for asking questions because when you when you ask a question, you a fool for a second. But if you never
Mm.
ask a question, you a fool for a lifetime. I
Woo.
took that with me.
Man, that's what. Hey, speaking of Kanye West, man. Hey, how do you feel about samples in the music? And when the first time you heard a sample in the music and you heard the original, like Dr. Dre, he be doing samples, or
Mm-hmm.
Kanye be doing samples, and then when
Mm-hmm.
you hear the original song, you be like, bro, that's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
So how you feel about samples, man?
Well,
You put
first
some
of all,
samples in some of your music?
yeah, because you know, I always feel like you gotta know what come before you. You gotta honor what came before you. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things is recycled because it's classic, it's timeless. So when you sampling these certain things, it's like a moment in that space at that time that music was this. And now once you sampling it, you're trying to still embody that same moment and sound that you can make it this. But you always got to know what came before you. So it's paying homage to me. Like I got a joint with Jodeci on my album coming out. I got a joint with you know, Jodeci got the joint. I got some joints with Jodeci, Foz
Mm.
sampling. I got some joints with NWA, Foz sampling. Um
Mm.
MC Ren, Foz sampling. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to like you gotta pay homage to what came before you. The prophets came before you. Peace be upon them. Malcolm X came before you. Martin Luther King came before you. All these great artists, Tupac, may rest in peace. You know, all Bob Marley, all of them. So in that space, you still want to keep that that texture of the essence of what we trying to do. So that's why we do sampling too, because sampling brings back that texture of that feel and that sound of what we missing right now. Now you see what the
Mm.
world is without sampling, or the world is with like this new age music we gotta conform to, but a lot of us can't understand how it goes, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't do the hip shaking. You know what I'm saying? I never did the hip
Right.
shaking, rocking and all that. That was just wasn't me, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll take it back
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
essence with the
Yeah.
sampling and
Yeah. Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
But
That's.
Kanye was a dog on the sampling. Um, and also Devo G, dog on the sampling back in the days. And Rhythm, dog
Mm.
on the sampling. K-Tone as well, K-Tone. So yeah, I've been around a lot of exclusive, but I was great to be around, you know, blessed to be around a lot of producers that was using sampling and they was cold with it. Devo G was one of the, you know,
Yeah,
the truth.
man. Yeah, man. So I got to tell you, man, I appreciate you coming on the podcast, and I got to give you your flowers now, man. You know what I'm saying? You came a long way from the hood, especially where we come from, and to man, I be seeing your videos, and I see you out there doing your thing, and I be like, man, that's what's up. So, is it anybody in the hood you did music with?
Name them, everybody. See,
So,
one thing about me, I was never egotistic. Everybody tell you
mm-hmm.
that. I never had too much pride. Even if when people was telling me, you the truth, you got this, you got that, I still reached down. I still tried to help. I still tried to, put people on song. I got music with everybody, bro. I got music with everybody from the land that really was rapping back then.
All
From the
right, so
older brothers
I'll
to the
take that
younger
back.
brothers.
Do you wish you could have made? Because I know you know what I'm saying. You wild the general. You trying to take it there. So you know what I'm saying. Do you wish the G, man, the G, it's tough in the G, man. Like, from different gangs and you know what I'm saying, different how people politic, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you could have been the one that took us out the hood, bro, and made it happen. Well, why you think that couldn't happen though? Why you think that is? I mean,
Brother, like the crazy and sad part about it, man, I was just talking to Flair earlier. You know what I'm saying? Salute big bro, Shorty Flair. A lot of people was in their own way, man. It was a lot of,
mm,
like I say, it was just a lot of obstacles. Even for me as a shorty, all I ever wanted was help, assistance. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
all I ever wanted was somebody to say, man, look, short, because, we don't know it all. We kids. We don't know it all. All we know is what we see and what we around. And eventually that's what we going to become. Eventually.
yeah,
As me being a father, I know everything I'm implementing my kids, instilling them right now, that's what they going to become. So I already,
mm,
like, I wish somebody was like real. I mean, Daddy Rich 100. He tried to do
yeah,
whatever he could to put us together. You know what I'm saying? Devo G tried to lead the charge. Like, it was so many people, but it was a lot of blocks in our way. It was a lot. That's why I say, like, it was just too much competition and want nobody really on shit. And that's
mm,
the truth. Far as on the aspect of, okay, you can get to this level, but you ain't getting to that level. You ain't
mm-hmm,
on this level, and we still out here killing each other. And ain't nobody got no bread. Ain't nobody got no studios. Ain't nobody got no production company. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got no executive building. Ain't nobody got no musical space for us to go. Nobody built nothing to embody into what we was building. And me being a shorty and growing up in that, all I used to be like is, damn, why they hating? Cause like we was doing shows, like bro, we did a show at the Catholic. We come out, killer gang bang. We the shorties. They tell us don't curse. My little brother Vatos go out there. Motherfuckers, get on y'all feet, motherfuckers. We out here, and he a shorty. So it sent the building up. I ain't gonna name nobody, but hating ass niggas pulled out the mic cords, dog.
oh no,
And people know what I'm talking about. And guess what? The whole hood left with us. Facts. Another situation, we rapping that cover. We doing the cover whole thing. Boom. Somebody broke the disc. We supposed to perform with Concrete Mob, everybody, all that. We doing the cover thing. People know what I'm talking about. This shit is written in stone. And somebody broke the disc. They come to us like, y'all can't perform. And the whole hood with us. We like, they ain't letting us perform. Everybody walked the road with us. So we
wow,
we had the jail factor. We had, because some people are like forcing themselves to be stars, but some people just got the it factor. See, once
mm-hmm,
you in this business and you've been in this business for a long time, you've seen a lot. It's the it factor. It's not about who we could just put him in the lab and design him and make him like we mad scientists. No,
mm-hmm,
it's who had that it factor. So the only thing was in our way was the older brothers that was stuck in their own way, egotistic, uh, out outdated. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers didn't even know how to create their own genre, bro. We was creating a wave that would have been our wave. That would, like, you get what I'm saying? So AG could claim it. That's just like drill music right now. Everybody claiming drill music, but All Gil Gardens already had drill music. When I made Killer Killer Gang Bang, that was drill music. We was talking about gang bang, killer, killer, gang bang. Guess I take this gun to your fucking head. Empty the clip, gotta make sure everybody else is dead. Look around and see that I leave any motherfucking witnesses. Hey, not click, click, peekaboo, not bitch, you better witness this. You see what I'm saying? We was drilling. And it was real. I'm just this little nigga coming straight out the projects with big nuts, so motherfuckers give me much respect. I'm a shorty rapping this. But that's what I'm saying.
So how old was you when you came out with Killer Killer Bang Bang?
I wrote that when I was 9 on the 119th. Well, I was like 9 when I first started at my crib, but I was already right to it even more when I was like 11, like 10, 11, 12 and shit. I used to hang with Bobby and Carlos on the 119th. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that crib right across the street from the store, down the street from KFC. I'm gonna keep saying that because that's the original essence of this shit. And Bobby can contest that because he was right there when I was writing. He like, what you write? Matter of fact, he just took me to go see Psychodrama. Facts. Bobby did. So I wrote Killer Killer Bang, and then we revised it. You know what I'm saying? So once we revised it, we took it to Hair Bear Studios on 127 with Jeff. We did the big ass reel to reel. Remember the reel to reels? Yeah, that's real old school essence shit. The reel to reels, the box joints. We did that, and then we was blessed to work with K-Tone, may he rest in peace, G Herbo uncle, the one that led that whole West Side movement and shit.
So man, how do you feel about second chances?
That's everything, man. Second chances is everything because it's like it gives you a chance to reshape, remodel, revise. And that's the main thing, even with yourself. Like a lot of people don't want to give you a second chance, don't want to give opportunities for second chance. But sometimes you got to bump your head to realize the mistakes you're making. But it's just like by the grace of Allah that you don't bump it too much, because sometimes you end where you don't supposed to end and you can't come back from that. But if you blessed to get a second chance, I say you got to take advantage of it because you got to know where it came from and the space where it came from. Like God gave. See, I don't look at it like prison gave me a second chance or the streets gave me a second chance or Big Homie or them niggas in the street. God gave me a second chance in my life because all the shit I could have died from, all the shit that could have made my demise and been detrimental to me, God made it my sword. And I was able to sharpen that sword and use that sword to slice through things. And I remember this brother named Kankakee, may he rest in peace. He ended up in Champaign one day. I seen him at the club. He wasn't supposed to be out there. He ended up at my crib the next day. He told me, he said, why? Because I was mad that I was just like, man, why motherfuckers don't want to fuck with me? You know what I'm saying? I helped do the Windy City Drift tour with Chief Keef, King Louis, Lil Durk. I just had so much frustration. Like everybody's be like, why you feel a certain way? Why you can't, sit down with him? But it's so many times, nigga, I ain't gonna let you piss on me and you tell me it's raining. And Kankakee told me, he said, wow, maybe it ain't meant for God to have them people in control of you. Maybe it ain't meant for God to have these people, your managers, have these people over what you got. Because he told me this. He said, because God got something special for you, brother. And once it come to fold, he said, wow, I'm telling you, all you got to do, and I'll never forget this. He said, bow down in front of God, and he going to make great men bow down in front of you. And I submitted. I submitted.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
I submitted, brother. I truly hope, because, I could lie to you, you could lie to me, We can't lie to the Creator. He know our intentions. So I truly submitted. And he knew, because I said, I got to change. And I went through, like me and you was talking yesterday, I went through a lot of crazy situations where revenge was the only thing I was seeking. But God told me, I got your revenge. Sit back. I got something better for you. And he was bringing people in my life that was like pulling my coattail. A lot of them passed away right now too. But before they passed away, they was telling me, wow, you got it. Wow, just sit back. You don't got to rush nothing. It's going to come. It's going to flow. just sit back. Because I was getting into shit. You know what I'm saying? I was just steady because that's the lifestyle we live in, and the hate and the jealousy. But yeah, second chances is real big, man, because it gives us a chance to, like I say, basically erase the bullshit, blow it off, because that's what a pencil got two sides for. And you correct it. A pen don't got two sides. You got to use whiteout. That pencil showed you that God knew what he was doing when he created us with mistakes. And it's okay to make those mistakes.
Yeah, on the real. So, based on that, man, I'm going to ask you this question, man. And then I'm going to go to, I got a thing called random questions.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? I want you to answer this question with, like, you know what I'm saying, like, real quick, though. But check it out. If you could talk to your 16-year-old self at the age you're at right now, what would you tell him?
Boy, slow down. In due time, it's going to come. Work on yourself. Work on your spirituality. Don't trust too much. And just listen to discernment. And also, God got you. God got you through this whole thing. And anything that you want, just manifest it.
Yeah.
You're moving too fast. Slow down.
Move too fast. Slow down. Slow down. All right. Let's get to this random questions. Yeah, we're going to get to the random question. We're going to get straight to it.
Yes, sir. Jarrell Moore, yes, sir. Peace, love. Peace, beloved. Peace. Taz, man, salute. I see you, bro.
Yeah, Jarrell, what's going on, bro? Yes, indeed. What's the worst fight you ever been in? Yeah, I'm going to let you get the stage. I'm going to ask you.
Free falls, man. Free falls. Just us on one side, they on another side. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Free fall. I remember I was in the gym room and the folks from 100 and I want to say 9th and Prairie or whatever, they was in the gym room and they got to saying a disrespectful word, that was they call themselves trying to get me out of my body or whatever. And I was like, man, I ain't studying all of them, you know what I'm saying? So they like, okay. And I seen one of the multitude coming in the gym room. He come in the gym room, I get to call his name. Woo, woo, woo. He turn around, he go that way. They try to flood me. But the D's was in there. May rest in peace, Carlos D. Carlos from Block 9 and a bunch of other BDs. They know who they is. They helped me fight them. And then Hurl came to the school, you know what I'm saying, BD Hurl, and then me, the folks, and a couple of the gangsters, we caught their ass on the bus stop, and we got busy. And then the next day, I come to Carver, they fill up the whole lunchroom on me, and they just come in like, man, what's up, woo, 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 woo. And then my cousin, like Cleveland, like, man, what's up, woo, woo, and the motherfucker fired on Cleveland, pow, and it just went up. And we fighting all through Carver, man. I fought every damn near day at Carver, man.
God damn.
On that road, right, I remember they was throwing 10-speed bikes at us, brother.
Damn. Yeah, man. Carver was a stomping ground. It was wilding. Hey, what's a promise that you keep to yourself?
Stay true. Stay true to me. Stay true to my family. Stay true to all the real ones. Stay true to my love. Stay true to my wife. Stay true to everything that embodies who I am. I must stay true because it's too much fabrication. So even like people be like, hey man, I gotta dress a certain way or look, I just stay true. You know what I'm saying? I embody that, like, and just true to where I come from, true to my past. See, a lot of people want to skip the struggle and talk about, I'm rich, I got this and I got that, and you know all these rappers these days with the glitz and the glam and all that. I just stay true to me, bro. I'm from that struggle. I embody surf sandwiches. I embody free lunch lines, chokey sandwiches, the thick ass cheeses, roaches and rats in the house, and just all Gale Gardens as a whole. I embody that because that's made me who I am. So when I walk out in this world, motherfuckers be like, man, where you from? And I'm from all Gale Gardens. And they, I stay true. I just stay true, bro.
All right. So next question, man. You ever had a job and quit on the first day?
Hell yeah, a lot of them. A lot of them.
what name? I mean, give me one of them, man. Give me
I worked at this
why
spot
you quit on.
because I worked at this spot called Plastic Pack, and it was like 12-hour shifts, 7 at night to 7 in the morning, and we had these Febreze bottles, and they boxes, so we had to line the boxes up. Then we got to take this foam and this clear tape, and we got to wrap it all around. But
oh yeah.
But the line I'm on, the motherfucker supervisor, he throwing boxes and he playing and shit. And I'm just, I was a material handler, but this time they called me to come over here and do something else, So this wasn't even my line. So I got hit with one of them boxes. Boom. So when they hit me with the box, they laughing and shit. And I'm like, man, who hit me with the box? I told y'all I don't horseplay, because that's one thing I don't do. I don't gamble. I don't horseplay. That's my value and that's my morals. So I say, man, I don't horseplay, calm that down. And he hit me, So I'm like, okay, y'all think this shit a game? And the motherfucker pointed like he did. I grabbed the whole box, like the whole thing. And I was like, hey, and he turned around. I threw the whole shit at him. Bam! I was fired right then and there. The second time Plastic Pack hired me, I was working on line 16, and we was doing some, the boxes come down and they wrap up like this real fast. So you got to get out the way because this thing's swinging. And I was working with Somalians, and we had to move these boxes that's big as hell called Gaylords. So as I'm moving the box, he's rushing me. I'm telling him, bro, you putting that box on my ankle. You keep putting the box on my ankle. And he like, well, I don't care, whatever. Anyway, I DDT'd his ass in the box. Lost my job. So I can't work at Plastic Pack ever, never, ever again. And if you win Champagne, you already know it's the truth. Plastic Pack. Yeah.
Hey man, hey. Yeah, it got Somalians and Champagne. Yeah, Somalians everywhere now. Hey, what's your favorite Michael Jackson song? Yeah,
I
you gotta
got
drink
two.
to that.
I got two. Heaven Can't Wait and Butterfly.
Okay. Yeah, how much time we got, man? We got your phone charged up, man. We're almost going there. All right. Who is the
Gonna
most
put it on the
famous
charger
person
right
you
now.
ever?
You gotta put it on the charger right now. You said what? Just remind me.
Yeah.
And you said what now, brother?
Who is the most famous person you ever met?
Man, famous person I ever met, shit. It just depends, like, cause I met Cedric the Entertainer. I met Omar Epps. I met Cuban Gooding Jr. I met his brother, Omar Gooding Jr. I met Kanye. I met Diddy. I met Jay-Z. I met Beyonce. I met Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? I met Bow Wow. I met Bow Wow. The famous is though, like, damn, I'm trying to see. I think it was Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We was doing some we was at the Aterium. That's no ID little club spot he got in LA called the Aterium. And we was there, and right outside is the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and everybody just be out there. And I met Denzel Washington. I met Tyler the Creator before. I just met a slew of, that's how I knew God was like putting me in a place. Mama Jones, you know what I'm saying? Mama Jones, Jim Jones, Bobby Shmurda, shit, you name, man, you fabulous. But the most famous, that's what I'm saying. It's like, so would you say?
Oh, you pause for a minute. Yeah, he froze up. He froze up. We're gonna have to get to the flashback Friday in a minute, man, because we already getting almost up to that hour. The hour of power. Let me see. Did it freeze up? You can kick him out and bring him back in or something. Yes, indeed. Let me see when the chat be back in there.
I got you.
All right, yeah. You cut off. You say what I say? What?
Cedric the Entertainer or like Denzel Washington or one of them or something like, you know?
Yeah, Denzel. Yeah, he official. All right. I got another one too, man. It's called Flashback Friday, man, because I know your phone going dead. But then,
No, I'm
say
not.
after this, we gonna.
I'm good. I'm on my other phone.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna do the Flashback Friday, and then after that, we gonna get down to it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get
Question.
grimy. Just get grimy with it. Let's go. Damn, you click that. Damn, what's wrong? Go ahead.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, when you see this picture, what's the first thing come to your mind?
Oh man, yeah, you something else, man. Um, that's history, bro. That's the Windy City Drift Tour. That's where we put Chief Keef, King Louis, and Lil Durk on tour. G Herbo, man, people didn't even know who Sasha Go Hard was. People didn't know who Katie Got Bands was. People didn't know who Famous Dex was. People didn't know who the Bop King,
Mm-hmm.
D-Lo, we had everybody from Chicago on that tour, man. And that's family right there. That's Zoe, that's me, my brothers. That's the Sprinter van we was in. We went Champaign, we went to Indianapolis, we went to Davenport. Milwaukee turned us around, but that's the first time Chief Keef, King Louis, and Little Dirk ever went on tour.
Hmm.
And they was fighting like a motherfucker. When we got to Indianapolis, they was fighting each other like a motherfucker. It was Mubu against OTF.
Mm. All right.
That's
When you
history
see
there,
this,
brother.
yeah, I see. I see. When you see this picture, man, what you think about?
Damn, that's family. My sister, my cousin Mandel, and my cousin Ayana. That's like we always family, man. We close. We always was close. That's them drunk days. You see, I'm probably loud, drunk as hell, screaming at the camera.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
you know what? Y'all got a big family, man, and every time I see you going live with the family, bro, y'all be playing family games and everything, and I be like, man, I'm like, me and my wife, you know what I'm saying, we ain't we out here by ourselves. And
Right.
I be telling her, I be like, yo, where I grew up at, and it's like everybody family. Well, we used to having a family, and man, at the grandmother house after my grandmother passed, bro, we don't be locked in like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, how many are you gonna see the other phone?
Now I'm cutting this one off right quick, right? Let me take this one off.
You
Okay.
got you got it. Yeah, so um man, how many grandkids your grandma got? How many kids your grandma got?
I want to say she had like 8 boys, eight, 6 girls, 7 girls,
Hmm.
around like probably 14, 16. Like, cause I had an auntie that passed away. Nobody don't really know that we know named Joanne Ida, and I had my grandma had a twin
Mm.
that passed away as well. Blessings be upon them as well. So
Yeah, better.
yeah, that was that big
Yeah.
family.
Yeah. So what y'all family was which one? Which one? The figures or the bills? Which one you think was bigger on the family side? Cause remember they had tore the buildings down in their crib. They
They
had
live
you to walk through.
they live right across from me, right there. They
Yeah,
had the house. They had the house that was connected and everything. They had the house that was connected, but the figures we super big though, bro. Like
right.
cause like each auntie probably got about 5, 6 kids.
Yeah.
So them all cousins growing up. Then our mamas like with their husbands, then that's alternative family. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
having that, it's like always was just beautiful. Always, like you said, a time was had. Like we always had each other back. We always had time for each other. We always made time for each other. So
Mm.
having that family taught us a lot of structure, a lot of balance, a lot of egos, a lot of characters, but it also gave us unity, peace. It gave us a sense of belonging. See, a lot of people
Mm.
don't have that. You know what I'm saying? When they feel like they don't belong and all that, that's when you're dealing with people with mental problems and stuff like that, because a lot of people deal with depression, not knowing
Mm-hmm.
who loved them or who they might love them or whatever. So if
Mm.
my mama got down on me, I can go to my auntie Angie house, may she rest in peace, or my auntie Poochie house,
Mm.
or my auntie LePere house, you know what I'm saying? And or my auntie April house, and I'm good because they each gonna feed us and they treat us different. Sit your ass
Man,
down. Woo woo woo. You know what I'm saying? Like
man, that's love. That's love. Hey, what's the first thing come to your mind when you see this picture?
that's vamp life, baby. That's the movement. Um, accomplishments, growth, dedication, perseverance. Yeah, solitude, gratitude, fortitude, and I accomplished something, bro. Like that right there. Like when I got that contract. And that came and then see like that, right? I was doing a show because I knew who Mama Jones and them was or whatever, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I was working with some more people in Chicago, and we was doing a brunch. So I was gonna do like a celebrity brunch, and I told old girl, I ain't gonna mention her name because I don't rock with her no more, so she don't get no line up this way. But I told her, I said, I can get them people. See, the people they never believe me, bro. They never believe me. So I put on a three-way with Mama Jones. And I said, you know what? We're gonna get her for this brunch. We're gonna get her for this. But by me talking to the people every damn day getting this brunch together, Jim was like, man, you might as well join the family. You already family. I hear him in the background saying that. I'm like, who is that, mama? She like, that's Jomo. I said, get the hell out. She say, man, Jomo, get on the phone. Tell Wow Wow. And he like, bro, you don't want to come home? You already family. And I was like, hell yeah, send me the contracts. So he put me on the phone and told me reach this guy named Poon. Shout out to Poon. That's my big brother. Love Poon, been holding me down 100, been just righteous. You always see him, he right next to Jim. And he don't do like the TV and all that type of stuff, but he a real one.
Mm-hmm.
And he sent them contracts in and he stood on me to send them back. And we worked out a deal to where it was good for everybody. Where I had my own clothing line, as well as I had my own gummies, and I had my own, you know what I'm saying, part of my UTAE. So we did a joint venture as well as Vamp Life, and the rest is history, man.
Mm. Okay. Hey, when you see this picture, what's the first thing come to your mind? I got some more pictures for you, so yeah, work with me. You
Damn.
see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ro- Rosebud Farm, brother. The infamous, the the headquarters, the like mama, like telling us, go up there. So me, Cherie, my sister Cherie, my little brother Vatos, Louis, we always used to have to go to the farm, the chicken farm. Go your ass up there. And then we already know when we go up there, on the way there, it's gonna be either this way or that way. So it might be just an easy go or it might be a hard go. So that's just Rosebud Farm. We catch the wrong motherfucker up there, we belt to ass, feet to ass, or you know what I'm saying? Or some days we just go up there and we just sitting in front of there waiting on some shit. Cause we know, right there when you go, they gotta come through 17.
Yeah.
Right there by all just that little thing, that little
Yeah.
gravel way,
Right.
that little back gravel
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
because if they
Yeah.
caught
That's
us coming through 17 or they caught us up top or they caught us, we knew.
yeah. Yeah. All just right there by the basketball court, right there in
Or should I
the
say,
little parking lot. Yeah,
or
the
should
little
I
gravel
say,
park. You gotta walk through
okay,
there.
or should I say, if y'all caught
Yeah.
us.
Hey, on the
Yeah, you
real.
see how real that is?
Hey,
Come on, man.
hey, hey, that's crazy, man. Hey, man, that's crazy, man. Hey, I remember, hey, tell me about that story when you were driving back then. You down there ran into Aldridge.
My Uncle Tom was letting all us get in the car to drive the car. And I was like, I was just a street nigga, bro. I ain't give a fuck about driving. Like my little brother and all them, they wanted to drive. They wanted to be advanced, bro. I just wanted to be on the block. I just wanted to be, the one that was just like gang banging, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like
Right.
that's why I say we was blind, man. Like we lost a lot so my Uncle Tom, he did it on purpose, but he was just trying to show us. So he put me in a motherfucker damn near race car. I think it was a Monte Carlo, if I'm not mistaken, like with a motherfucking rocket on it or something. And he like get in and I got in and it was already like how you could park right there in block 3 and Aldrich right there. So it was facing Aldrich. Cause he was gonna let us drive like where that basketball court is so we could drive all the
Yeah.
way out there. Man, I turned the wheel and damn near ran into the brick right there, the corner of Aldridge, like boom. And everybody like, hold on, get him out of the car, get this crazy ass out the car. So yeah, I damn near killed everybody, man. I damn near killed everybody, man.
God damn.
Speaking
Hey,
of
man,
that,
we.
speaking of
Yeah.
which, I just got my license, not even day 4 yesterday.
Yeah, congratulations, man. I heard, man. I know, man. They say, yeah, you just got your permit a couple weeks ago, not too long ago. Yeah, you just got your license. That's
I
what's
just
up.
got my license. I started over, man. I went, got the permit. Now I went all the way, got the license, and now that's official. It's legit. So
Yeah. So you know how to drive now?
I mean, I knew how to drive. It was just a lot of situations like I had a fear of driving, you know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
I lost my cousin Damon, may he rest in peace in the accident, and we was like the first ones to find him up there dead, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a
Mm.
story within itself. We was in the house writing this song, finishing up this song for that Killer Gang Bang album called Memories with Daddy Rich, and I was writing all the because I used that poem from up top, what bullet killed him, nobody knows. Where was he born? In
Mm.
all Gill, they say. And I was writing all the dead people name that was like dead, you know what I'm saying, that the song was dedicated to. And I ain't bullshit you not. It's me, my brother, my cousin. And Cleveland is Damon's brother. So something just told me, bro, I put a question mark right there. And I said, bro, we gotta go to your house right quick. So we went to Cleveland House. As we get to Cleveland House, I see Reese Burton banging on his mama door. And I'm like, damn, what's up, bro? Because Reese Boyd. And I'm like, what's up, bro? He like, Damon, man, Damon up by the farm, Damon up there. And we was the first people to go up there and see my cousin dead.
So he died in a car accident?
Yeah, he was like driving the car.
Damn. Damn, I don't know if his phone went dead or what. I hope not, man. We still got a little much to go, man. You know what I'm saying?
They have you.
Somebody called him.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
everybody
okay.
calling me. See, I told us how they did the other day. So yeah, he was pushing the car from the back, and Damon was so big. The it was like a it was like a big ass one of them pickup trucks with the bars in the front, and Damon
Mm,
broke all that and pushed Cuz like 100 feet, all type of shit, knocked his shoes and still tied off the impact, man. So I lay
damn.
right there next to my cousin. I'm the one closed his eyes. So, that took a toll on me. Then I got in a couple car accidents on the highway with Nose and them, what I'm saying, the brothers. And I was just like, fuck driving. I can't, no.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I just
yeah.
had a
I mean,
fear
yeah.
of trucks. I had a fear of trucks and everything. So even like last year, I get behind the wheel and I drive, you know what I'm saying? But I was afraid to hit that highway, hit that road, like, you know what I mean?
Hey, you know what? And it's crazy, right? Because I be telling my wife, I'm like, yo, I'm like, man, where we from, bro? We didn't really drive like that. Like we didn't have to leave the hood, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. We
We
didn't
had
care about
everything in the hood,
everything was right there. Right there. Candy stores,
bro. My
liquor
grandmother,
stores,
man, my grandmother
food.
couldn't. She couldn't even, bro. She died. She never know how to drive. She never know how to drive. I
Who,
was
your
hollering at my
wife?
little homie. No, my grandmother.
Right,
She stayed in
right,
the garden. She stayed
right.
in the garden since she was 17, boy. And
Hmm.
yeah, man, she ain't never. I seen her behind the wheel like 1 or 2 times. She
Man,
was driving slow as
I,
hell.
I had a lot of aunties and I knew family members that didn't want to drive either. So, and everybody who out there, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you, man, we inspirations. I slayed that dragon this year. You know what I mean? My whole thing is no fear. I only fear the creator. I don't fear creation,
Hmm.
none of that.
Yeah.
And I faced that head on because that was the demon I had to slay. And that's for
Hmm.
anybody out there because it becomes a mental thing. You see what I'm saying? It's more deeper than just he's scared to drive. No, it's a mental thing. And
Yeah.
once you conquer these mental aspects of things, then then you get in touch with something in yourself that'll, inspire you and it hits your frequency to grow higher. So
For
once you
sure.
keep breaking those barriers, like you said, your grandma never drove, but she lived in the gardens. She didn't have to drive nowhere. We
No, hell no.
everything is right around where we needed to be at, So yeah,
Yeah.
that's the main thing. Like it's a lot of things people probably that's why I told you. That's why I say, bro, I stay true to me. I don't care what nobody feel and all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody, man. He ain't do that. Man, listen,
Hmm.
that's what it is because
That's what it is.
yeah, because like that's conquering yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. I got another picture, man. Tell me about this picture right here.
Family, man, that's my son, my nephew, my brother, and my pops. And we was just finna
Mm,
take my brother to go turn himself in for prison. And that's Father's Day at my old crib.
mm,
And we were just finna take
yeah.
my brother to turn himself in. That was his going away party and Father's Day party.
Hey, so your dad, he been around your whole life?
Forever.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up. Cause I used to I just be like, man, bro, I knew a lot of niggas with stepdads, and we was rarely seeing people with their dad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now, yeah, man, that's what's up. That's a big blessing. All
Mm-mm.
right.
Can't skip the let's go. Hold on, but we gotta go to this though.
Mhm.
My pops could have been anything he wanted to be because
Mhm.
he was Mexican. 115th in Kingston, family ran shit, had buku bread at the time. And I don't try to bring it up, but it's all the truth. It's transparency. They didn't want him with my mama. They didn't want him in
Mm,
Allgale Gardens. He chose to be with my mama in Allgale Gardens and lose everything to raise
mm,
us. He got beat up. He did the gang bangers never touched my pops. Everybody respect my pops. Chicago police, They always tried to jump on him. He fought their ass all the day, every day. He fought all my uncles. Everybody got a wound. Everybody got a wound somewhere from my pops. I don't give a fuck what it is. My pops stood firm. So that's what showed me resilience. That's what showed me like raising your son, how important it is. My father
Mm-hmm.
took me across the street, across the street to the when you go across the street and they got that motherfucking that nasty shit over there, the waste
Yeah,
management.
yeah,
It
yeah.
used
You're right.
it used to be holes over there. My father put me in one of them holes. He was tired of my shit. And he said he taught me a lesson because my father was a Coast Guard. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he was, he was one of the mans for the Latin Kings too. So my father put me in that hole and he said, look up at me because you can look up at me while you 6 feet in that hole with your eyes still open. But I don't want to be next time I put you in the hole, your eyes will be closed.
Mm,
And
mm,
that stuck with me forever. Even if my father don't remember that shit, because I tried to swing a 2x4 on him. And me and my father had it bad at one point in time. Just me not appreciate him. That's why I I I I drown a motherfucking shark and I crush a brick and I squeeze blood out of Turner for him.
mm.
And I want my son to do the same things for me, you know? As well
Yeah,
as
that's
I
what.
raised my 1-year-old daughter by myself. She's 17 now. I
Mm,
did that. Even while I was in the streets, even when I was OT. It was certain situations going on, street shit, where I chose her over all that shit. So
mm,
that made me then give up on mine. And my oldest 2 kids got took by DCFS because of shit with their OG. And I fought for them for 2 years, going to court, stop smoking weed. And I had to go visit them and have like certain meetings with the people and shit and go play with them on their time until my
mm,
son started like running off because they gave us a safety net program or whatever, and they gave him to their grandma. So they used to run off to come see me, and I used to go sneak and go see them. And that's why my oldest son and my oldest daughter in my life right now, my kids in Milwaukee in my life right now, my daughter, you know what I'm saying, in Rockford, in all my kids. And that's why
mm.
that father with that instilling and being with my mama for over 50 some years, it just showed us, it showed us the fight because they went through everything. And I felt like if they can make it through that, then it was everybody else's excuse.
Man, that's what's up. Man, you know what? I sure remember seeing you on Judge Judy, and I thought that was a skit. Like y'all
Judge
played that
Mathis.
out.
Judge Mathis.
Judge Matthews. Yeah, it was something, and I seen it, and yeah, and I remember. I just remember I seen you, and I was like, man, what are you doing on there? And they said something about a job, and you was like, man, I'm raising my daughter, and I was like, damn, I'm like, man, so I thought I was a skit until you just said it. You was like, man, I had to raise my daughter. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember. That just clicked in my head.
So with the Judge
Yeah.
Mathis thing, I was working with Malik Yusuf at the time, and Ice-T and his son was finna do a movie, and they wanted me to be a part in the role in the movie. But also, my baby mama, they said they was gonna pay my child support real rich. So I told her, we can go on this show, but don't be Sambo. Don't be no goddamn goofy. We not following no scripts. We not following no nothing. We gonna keep
Mm-hmm.
it funky because they give you a script. You go backstage, they give you some rundown script. And that's why on the Judge Mathis show, I kept saying I can't get a job. And that was the truth. It wasn't like I tried, but my
Mm-hmm.
background. And that's why she was like, I saved her life because her baby daddy at the time was beating her to death. And I was living in Beloit, Wisconsin, and you know what I'm saying? I got her out that situation. She even said it on the Judge Mathis show. So, even with that, I fought for my daughters. That's what I'm saying. My kids in Milwaukee, in Wisconsin. I fought for them because she had a guy before me that just wouldn't give up. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, one day he came. 2 in the morning. See, this was the straw that broke the camel back because I left her. She chose, when I called them together and everything, I said, you know what you got to lose? You know what you got to gain. And I was up. I was back to Chicago. And then
Mm,
her mama called me, because that's my mama to this day right now. And, I ain't been with her daughter in forever. My son, 17, no, finna be 17, and my daughter just turned 19. So
mm,
with that, my daughter was just born. He came to try to get my daughter at 2 in the morning, and
mm,
she fought him, and he stumped her so bad that her face was imprinted damn near in the concrete or whatever. And her mama called me like, wow, wow, you need to come. And Sylvia, your baby mama in the hospital. You need to come get this kid, your daughter, man, because dude, he mad because I guess it wasn't his baby. You know what I mean? So my brother Fruit took me up there, and me and Fruit went to the hospital. And Fruit will tell you, I beat the shit out of him. He was like 6'5", 500 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I chased his ass all in the hospital, up there in Beloit Memorial, Beloit something, River Hospital or whatever. And then he went to the crib and like kicked the door in. So me and Fruit had to go over there, change all the locks. He stole all my daughter shit. You know what I'm saying? He was just doing a lot of wild shit. So I went up there and stayed up there for like 6 months.
mm,
And then me and her end up having my other shorty. I was just there to protect, but we end up consoling some things, and then we had our other baby or whatever. But yeah,
mm, I feel
that's in a nutshell.
it.
So, and that's why I was saying, Judge Mathis, that shit phony. He ain't real. Ain't nobody try to offer to help me. Cause my thing is, if you see me up there telling you as a black man, and you say you know about, prison, and you talking about second chances, and you talking about criminal reform, then I'm
Mm-hmm.
sitting here telling you I can't get a job. So why y'all ain't offering me one? Why y'all ain't trying to help? Because it was all about ratings, brother. And I told her,
Mm,
don't follow that script, because they'll put you, we went there like 2 in the evening or whatever. And we ain't get the film till like 9 o'clock at night, because you got to go through so many things. You got to go through rehearsal, then you got to go through makeup, clothes, all that. They give you all that shit. That suit I had
mm,
on, all that shit, they give you that. Then when you leave, they put your money in a yellow envelope. They get you a hotel. They had me at the Weber's Bar and Grill, gave me fed us all that shit. Boom, and paid my bread. And then they gave me like $1,000 plus child support rearage.
mm. Okay. I got another question, man. You got to pick one. This a full combo picture, man. So, where you had the best memories at? On the rocket, the back, the barrels, or the green machine?
Damn.
Yeah. You got to pick one.
You
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We in the
Come on,
hood, baby.
man. I can't, man. I
Yeah,
can't just. Okay, so
yeah.
the Green Machine is where I fell in love with music at, because we used to
Mm.
beat on the Green Machine. So
Okay,
we used to
talk about
be
it.
we used to be right there on the Green Machine all day, just
Tell me
beating.
what up.
What's up, cuz? Yes, sir. Love, cuz. Salute. And we used to be beating on the Green Machine, man, rapping, doing music. You know what I'm saying? That's where we had we were selling blows at the time, so we had the blow, we had the jab stuffed under the Green Machine right there in block 3. You know what I'm saying? We had the jabs with the long joints with the plastic wrappers on it. You could roll that bitch down the block. But we used to be there all the time. We had our food. We had like, we made
Mm-hmm.
that like our sanctuary. Cause that's where we'd go and meet up at and just talk about whatever we was gonna do. And while we was there, somebody just start. Can you hear that?
Yeah, you got it. So you picked the green machine.
I picked the Green Machine, but the Rocket too, cause we used to tie
The rocket,
hoses
that's
around
what
the Rocket,
Tommy Crib. Yeah, on the real, on the top.
and we used to swing off the Rocket. Yeah. Then the Barrows. Come on, man. The Barrows was our crib. We used to put shit over the Barrows so we can be inside. And Shorty Flair be like, "Hey man, get out these pissy ass Barrows. Go on, move them."
On the
Like we in
real.
pissy Barrows. Like.
Yeah, and then on the back we used to put the crate court to them on them
Oh
joints.
yeah, basketball and back, and then that's what we had the tournaments at, like you say, crate court tournaments and all that type of, you know what I'm saying?
Hey. Hey,
And catch one, catch all on top of the roof, the houses. We used to climb on the houses, and play catch one, catch all, and be up there running like a motherfucker, damn near
yep,
falling off 3 stories. Like it was that was the time, man. It was
man. Hey, man, my uncle Johnny Jones, man. Um, so this picture right here he took, bro, and this a hood picture, man, and I had to put him on there. But
mm,
hey, you see, you, so he holding the brick, right?
yeah, for sure.
And we got all the names and the tunnels. So do you got anybody up there with your name? I got a couple of people up there. My little niece, man, she died in a house fire in 17. And
Yeah.
I remember my mom stayed in block 10. And I used to go up top and I used to walk through it, and I used to be staring up there. And I seen my little niece's name, bro. And I was like, damn.
What you feel like when you seen it?
Man,
What
I was
how
just
did
sure man, I felt like I was like, damn, is my name gonna be on there one day?
exactly right?
So you see back here, I said, hell no. I
You
took my
took your
brick with
brick.
me. I said, no, they ain't getting my brick. I'm gonna keep my brick with me. Hell no, I ain't going up on the wall. Not if I got something to do with it. I said, man, I can't die out here in the hood, man.
Exactly.
I'm like, man, it's what I'm saying. The God made this big old world, man. I gotta go travel the world, bro.
And go see things. Exactly, bro. And
Bro, some people ain't even left the hood, bro.
exactly. That was the sad part too. Like that's what used to make me like want to leave the hood because it was like I seen too many people die in the hood at a young age and they ain't get a chance to do nothing or see nothing. So when you bring up the brick, yeah, I got family on that brick. Damon was on the brick. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? A lot of the brothers I know passed away, and family members was on that brick. And everybody on that brick is family because they all come from Allgill Gardens. But my brick I took, it's in my heart.
mm,
My brick
mm-hmm,
in my heart because I never wanted to be a statistic. I
mm,
never wanted to be the one that's like you died by senseless violence, especially out
mm-hmm,
here. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm,
Because where did it get us? Where's we going? What was the end result? Like you said, a lot of people never left the hood. A lot of people
mm,
never had aspirations outside of the hood. So they couldn't ascend. They
mm,
and then a lot of people, real shit, even in this music business, and you know who you are, they was scared of ascension.
mm,
They was scared of a lot of people was afraid of change. You gotta understand, I left and went OT 14, 15, young age, on my own out there. And I always said this, and no knock to nobody from the hood or in the hood, but you can be anything you want if you 30 years in the hood, homie. But try to go outside of the hood and lay your stamp down. Try to
mm,
go outside of the hood and put your flag in the dirt, and them people respect you. That's
mm,
power to me. See, power to
mm-hmm,
me is not controlling shorties and sending them off. Power to me is controlling power. When you able to tell shorty them stand down. You know how many wars I stopped in the hood as well as out of town,
mm-hmm,
as well as out of town. So my thing is, even right now to this day, I got a saying I say, I'm all about giving life because I understand it's so easy to take it.
mm. Hey,
You
you
know?
know what? Hey, my homies used to be saying, man, bro, I'm gonna die, boy. I die for you, boy. I mean, I kill for you, I die for you. And I was like, my mind now is like, bro,
Live for me.
live for me. I don't want y'all dying for me, bro. I'm like, no, that's whack, man. I'm like, so yeah, I got a couple more pictures. Let me run through these real quick. So when you see this picture, man, what's the first thing coming to your head?
the blocks, the hood,
Mm.
and like the essence, where we come from, but it wasn't my ending. It was my
Mm.
beginning.
Mm.
It was my beginning. It's not my ending. So it's the beginning of my story. And that's what make it even more better, because I could say that I went through this because I understood the journey. Like everybody used to ask me, like, wow, you doing this great stuff and all that. Who your manager? I used to always say, brother, God my manager. He never
Ooh.
let me down. He never booked the show that I couldn't make it. He never, what I'm saying, booked because I used to
JJ,
get
what up,
calls from
cousin?
Def Jam, like, yeah, we got this going on, just get here. And I ain't have a dollar in my pocket.
Mm.
And I made it. That's why I
Mm.
was able to, and you see, every time I made it, I built a relationship. I built something. And I left with
Mm.
something.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go with no egotistic. I didn't go with no, I'm the shit. Even if I was, even if I was
Mm.
headlining, this is the difference. Even if I was headlining a show, I never looked at it like, oh, it's about me. Because I knew it was a
Mm.
program, and I knew God was using me for his testimony. So I could tell people, like, even on podcasts, all you got to do is just put it in his hands. It's the journey, but you got to have the
Mm.
faith. You got to have the faith. And that's the thing that's unseen, the faith in everything you do. It's the faith. So yeah, watching that's my beginning. And I represent that shit to the fullest. Cause that's what made me who I am today. I am a brick. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we come from. But we soft
Mm-hmm.
on the inside, but we hard on the outside.
Mm. Mm. Man. Hey man, I got another picture, man. Hey man, but you gotta tell me some stories about these people I'm gonna pull up. First one, Big Moo. Which I know you got a classic story about Big Moo.
Oh hell yeah, 1,000 of them. Um, Devo G crib, we in there just rapping and shit. And I remember we was drinking Heineken. Cause that's what he liked at the time. He liked to drink them Heineken. We had them, me, him, Devo G, all the little teams of UPT in there. And he just, Mook was the embodiment of aggressive, but also real. And a lot of people can understand that. And it's crazy because, like, with me, I understand people like him. And that's why he used to always call me Lil Cho, or he used to call me Red Rum, because I was going by Red Rum at the time, murder, spelled backwards. So uh, we went to I remember we went to the NNS and some GDs. When I was coming in there, they seen me, them little niggas be sitting out there outside the Chucks. They was on it. And they didn't know I was with Mook and Devo G and them. So I guess Mook peeped it because he was sitting in the car and I was just going in there and coming out. But I stayed a little too long and they was trying to like size me up. And I knew like once I leave this bitch, it's finna rock. And I'm just thinking like, I hope folks them in the car know these niggas. Man, folk, I came out, he was already right there, like talking to niggas like, what y'all think y'all finna do, huh? A motherfucker ain't finna make a move on the boss. We real GDs over here, you niggas. And he like, come on, Cho. Fuck you standing right there, folks. These niggas better not do a motherfucking thing to you. Yeah, and he one of the most. So what? And he one of the most. I swear, he was just one of them, man. And like I say, I used to be in 10 Town. I used to be in 10 with him. People don't know that. I used to
Mm-hmm.
be at J Wood crib. I leave J Wood crib, Fruit Cousin them crib, and I'll be right there in the parking lot with Mook. Soon he see me. Matter of fact, nigga, I know the songs. I know what was this? He had a song called Fans or something. Like he had I gotta think of it, but every time I hear this song, it's in my head. I think of Mook. Because he'll perform that. Or he'll stop me. Like, you think you colder than me? And he'll just get to rapping like I gotta think of this song he used to rap for me all the time, man. And
Oh man.
he was like, you who you in competition with? You in a competition. He the one started telling me back in the days, like you unfuckable with. And you better know that shit. See, everybody can. He used to tell Devo G, like, man, this little nigga, got it. He the one finna
Hey,
get us the fuck up out the hood. You know how Mook
hey,
was. If
hey,
he
hey,
see,
Devo.
yeah,
Yeah,
Devo. I
Devo
got some
was the
memories at Devo G crib.
he was our first Lil Wayne.
Devo?
Hell yeah, Devo will rap through a whole beat, bro.
Oh, hell yeah. Facts. 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 Yeah. Facts. And see, and Devo will tell you, me and him matched energies. So Devo rapping whole songs, and like we all supposed to be on the song. Devo rap over the whole shit. I come in, I rap over the whole shit. So me and Devo then took 2 songs. It's still like 4 more songs. We're supposed to be featuring each other on the song. Man, Devo take the whole. Hey, trust me. And then we just be in that bitch freestyling, sharpening each other's sword all day. That's just what we did at Devo G crib, bro. I got so
On
many
the real.
memories. Man, I got so many memories with those brothers, man.
Yeah, yeah. I got speaking of memories, I got one more picture. I got a couple more pictures, but you know what I'm saying, this one right here. Give me a story on this one. How you feel about this one?
Man. It's it's like growing up, he was GD. I was one of the most. It's crazy, like, right? Because it's like, you know how it's like somebody could be your enemy or you think he your enemy. And me and him, we done fought. We was chasing each other. I come through 17. He got the GDs, him, GD Rob. What's folks' name with the big head, man? You was talking about the other day?
Big Head Jermaine.
Big head Jermaine, all them see me, they chasing the shit out you, Joe. I'm talking about chasing the shit out me. Or I see them, we chasing the shit out them. But I moved up when I was staying in Iowa. We was in Corville, and he lived in North Liberty. Me and that brother became brothers, man.
Mm,
Like every day I was with that brother, man. Me, him, and Vatos, and we used to be out there with Keyshawn. But me and Mike Larry, man, we just became real brothers, man. And we went through some shit too, cause he got into it with some niggas out there in Corville. And Vatos know we went out there, we took care of business for my brother, man. And the memories, like that's my nigga. That's
mm,
my brother for real. Like, rest in peace to I told you, I even see them in my dreams, bro, because it was
mm,
just that real. You know what I'm saying? It was that real. And his last
mm.
words to me before, because he was going to a funeral, he was like,
Bro,
man, yeah,
hold on, I ain't mean to cut you off, but
no,
bro.
you good, bro.
So me and my wife was sitting here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Yeah, we was there." I was like, "What you mean?" She was like, "We was there. We came to Chicago. When as soon as I pulled in, because I stayed in 17 by the Catholic, I see Mike Larry over there by the fence. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? On the other end, I'm like, what up, G? I'm like, man, what you doing, man? What you doing out here? He's like, oh man, I'm just chilling. I'm chilling. And I didn't think of it. Man, I just thought about it last night. We was talking. He came to a funeral, and
Yeah.
he was like, that's when they got killed. And I was like, and my girl was like, yeah, we was there. Cause everybody was like, yeah,
Mm.
Mike Larry got killed, Mike Larry. And I was like, damn, I just seen him.
Mm.
I was there that day. And I didn't
Hey.
even know. I was like, but no, I was came to visit, so I didn't know he was gone. Then he came back to visit.
Yeah, all right. Exactly.
So I was like, damn. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. We was just talking about that.
I was supposed to slide
Yeah.
on him. I was supposed to slide on him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was supposed to slide on him. He called me. He was like, "Man, what's up? What you want?" I was like, "Man, Joe, what you want?" He's like, "I'm finna be in the land." I think he was telling me it was one of the gangsters' funeral or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, "Man, just after you do, whatever, we gotta link up. We gotta pop a bottle or something." He like, "Man, you already know, man. I'm getting stalked, and I'm gonna leave it like that." I'm like, "Man, what, Joe? Okay, I got you, Joe. Like, yeah, well, after you finish that, man, just link up with me." And
Mm.
bro never got a chance. But rest in peace, man. I carry him. I carry
Rest
him
in
truly
peace,
in my
Mike
heart as
Larry.
well, bro. Mike Larry, that's
Yeah,
my brother.
man, that's what's up, man.
We
I
became
got
brothers in
one.
Iowa, man, and I'll never forget that or let anybody else forget, his legacy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got one more picture, man. And tell me
Yeah,
about
man.
this.
That's my little cousin, man, Lil Rod, Roger's son. Um, yeah, we just lost him recently.
Sorry
That
for your loss, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that, man. That's Lil Cuz, man. I raised him. I used to be over there with Roger all the time. Me and Lil Cuz played the game. Me and Lil Cuz, he was just like quiet, but he was big as hell, teddy bear. But he was big. He ain't play nothing. He ain't play about his sister, Razane or whatever. He ain't play about his little brother Rashad either. And I used to be over there with Roger and them all the time in Block 3 when him and Tiffany lived in
Mm-hmm.
Block 3. And I basically, I was there raising him, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Roger I was there all the time with Lil Rod and Roger and all them. And so just to see Look, cuz he went to when he was going to Lincoln Challenge and everything, he came to visit us when we were staying in Champaign. He came up there and visit us and everything and stuff. And then I talked to him recently. He just was always him too. He was a fighter. He didn't want nobody see him crying. He didn't want nobody see him, what he was going through. He didn't even want that to affect his daddy. So he went
Mm.
out like a soldier, sad, with the situation, what it was, but you know, he know he it was like he was telling his daddy like something happened to me, you know what I'm saying? Just, that's what it is. So, but through it all, he always smiled. He always was just that kid that had that spirit about him. Rest in peace,
Mm.
cuz I love you, Lil Rod, man.
Man, rest in peace, man.
Yep. We
KKG,
just
you
lost
got
him
any
recently.
questions? Yeah. Yeah, my wifey on the side, man. She got a couple of questions for you, man. She been all like, I got some guys. Say, hold on,
Run
we
them,
gonna get that. You
run
know
them,
what I'm saying? You said
run them.
run them. Go ahead, speak up. Let me tell them what you got. What you got?
Um, what did Allfield Gardens teach you that the corporate boardrooms couldn't?
Mm.
What did Augill Gardens teach you that the corporate boardrooms couldn't?
Mm.
How to adapt. When you walk in certain rooms, you got to move a certain way. You got to talk with conviction. You got to know what you in there for, and you can't play. So when you in Augill Gardens, you got to talk with conviction. You got to move a certain way, and you can't play. So the adaptability of walking in these certain rooms, because I demand respect soon I walk in the room. I demand respect. I'm not going to disrespect nobody. I just demand my respect. And Augill Gardens taught you at a young age how to improvise. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no dustpan, boy, shut the fuck up and get that cardboard. Tear that cardboard off and pick that trash up. If it ain't no food in there, serve sandwiches it is. So we learn to improvise. Them boardrooms can't teach me how to improvise, can't teach me how to adapt, can't teach me how to appreciate the fact that coming from nothing. See, once you get that taste of nothing, then everything is a blessing. Because the boardrooms can't teach me how to be rich in spirit. And Augill Garden showed me and taught me as well how to be rich in spirit, which means I was just okay with what we had and we made the most of it.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. I mean, yeah, on the real. Hey, so what was one of your struggle meals growing up? Uh, yeah, besides serve sandwiches.
Um, I used to do ketchup soup. Shit,
Ketchup soup. Tell me about that. Ketchup soup?
ketchup soup, and my auntie showed us how to make taco pieces with just like the cheese, the block of cheese, some meat, any type of meat we could come up with, and a tortilla shell. And you put the ketchup on the tortilla shell. You put whatever meat you got on there, and your little slices of cheese, and we fold it up and we put it in the oven. But ketchup soup was just shit. Ketchup, a little bit of water, boil that shit on the demo, and now you got some soup and eat that shit with some bread.
Man, on the real. Hey, you know what? Bro, I don't think I never had a taco until I moved out the hood. My first taco, I stayed on 73rd
See,
and
she
she
look,
said
she just said tomato soup. No, ketchup soup. That's different.
on the real, on the real, on the
And you said
real.
you never
Yeah,
had a
that,
taco, so you never had a
bro.
taco from Manny's?
No, bro, I ain't never had a taco until I was out the hood, bro. I stayed on 73rd, and I used to go to school downtown on Wacker Drive, and I was with some of the folks on 63rd, and I used to be riding the bus with them. They used to be like, "Man, we stop at Taco Bell," and I'm like, "Well, I didn't even know what to get." I'm like, "Shit," I'm like, "Man," and that was the first time I had a what's that? Oh yeah, a double decker. They like,
Oh
"Bro,
yeah,
I'm gonna
that
get
was
you a double decker,"
yeah,
and that
that
was
was
like, man,
banging.
I'm like, whoa, I'm like, whoa, what is this? On the
And
real,
see, and with me, my father full blood Mexican, so the other side of my family, all Mexican. So we used to go to Hegwish to my grandma crib and my grandpa crib, may they rest in peace, and my titi crib, may they rest in peace. And we had authentic Mexican food, like could
yeah. See
nobody
y'all,
top their food. We had authentic. And every
man,
time we came, I don't care what time it was, I don't care what day it was, they all my auntie, my titi will get in there and
mm,
make a whole meal. And we just all sat there at the table. We prayed together,
feast.
we ate together. And yeah, I got memories of my grandpa too, sitting there playing the cards, whistling and stuff. And they making tacos and they making that salsa, the green, the verde salsa, but the
Yeah,
authentic joint. Like, yeah, we had all type of authentic Mexican food. And
man, that's what's
115th
up,
though,
man.
Manny's Tacos. That was banging. See, you missed out. You missed really
Man,
out. You ain't had no Manny's
man,
Taco.
hell no, boy. I'm talking about nigga. I told you my grandmother ain't had no car, bro. We was man. If she wasn't cooking in the crib, we was going to Miss Jackie for a goddamn pizza puff, and I
Oh,
ain't
you
even
right.
know. I just found out, bro. The pizza puffs was full of pork, bro. I'm like, boy, we
Oh,
was wilding. You know
facts,
what I'm
facts,
saying? Man, we
facts,
was wild. No
facts.
good. Hey, one day I was like, I'm like, oh, they want me to get some pizza puffs. And my girl, like, you know them things pork. I'm like, oh no, we cool on that. I'm like, yeah, we you know sir, we ain't going off that. I'm like, dang. I'm like,
You
boy,
know
we
they
need to
got
keep them
different
joints.
ones though, man.
I know they got some beef ones too. You know what
And
I'm saying?
they got some taco ones, some
Yeah.
gyro ones.
Gyro ones. Hold up,
Yeah,
slow down.
y'all got a GFS out there.
Yeah.
They had some gyro joints, boy. I'm telling you,
I'm about to
fat
look into that. I'm gonna do my research.
taco, gyro, and the beef ones. Yeah, like you said, the beef
Yeah.
joints.
Yeah. You got some more questions? Let me see what you got. You say
I think
yes
they have
indeed.
something similar at Bravo, but
Bravo.
it's not pizza puff. It's like pastelitos.
Pastor Yeah, I
Yeah.
seen them. I seen them. I seen them.
Okay. Um,
Yes, indeed.
let's see. Okay, here's a good one.
Yeah, give me a good one.
What's the biggest lie society believes about formerly incarcerated men?
Um, that we can't be reformed, and
Mm,
that we can't change, and that we not great man, and everybody make a mistake. So sometimes, like I was telling Monty the other day, Sometimes God got to catch the fish to
Mm,
clean them because we so slippery. We everywhere with it. We moving around. So sometimes God got to sit you all the way down and get your attention because we get to a point where we like we crowd the God in the dark corner, but we don't praise him when it's light outside, when everything is
mm,
clear. We always crying to him in there. But so it's still, I gotta get your attention.
mm,
So I'm gonna sit you down. So the biggest perception of prison is, because them guys in prison is creators. They making purses, shoes. You wouldn't believe it. Like they making real pieces with just
mm,
they turning hot pots into boilers. You know what I'm saying? So the thinking, the mentality, the perception of just he an inmate or he's a convict. That's just what they label us. It's
mm.
real life in there. The main thing is this, and this what they fear the most. They'll do everything to have us kill each other and turn against each other.
Hey, hey, on the real, ain't that crazy how we can be in war with each other, but when we get behind the walls, we be playing chess. We be locked in like this.
Exactly. And like a story I got, like I was telling you, I used to have the GDs, BDs, some stones, and I didn't even know it was some stones from out west, L Town. That's when I found out. But I was in
Mm,
Logan, and Logan is like north side, south side. So when we come in the day room, the south side come out the day room, and then the north locked down or whatever. So we used to be out there all the time, like I was telling you, with the Quran, with the Bible, all that shit. And like when we go lock down, we'll be back there playing cards. Do you know the guards came to me and told me, I never forget, it was a certain guard. He came to me and told me, he said, since you been in here, it ain't been no wars. I
mm,
can't make no money. You gotta walk yourself, or I'm gonna make you walk yourself. And the brother Coin, you know who you are. The brother Pac-Man, you know who you are. The brother G-Rone, you know who you are. Uh, Mo Knowledge, Mo, what was Mo name? He was from the West Side, L Town. Marcel Simpson, you know who you are. All these brothers, when they gave me an SG ticket, a STG ticket, and they tried to tell me to walk myself, my celly name was Monster, Raymond Burton. He the reason why it's UTAE to this day. Blah. Raymond Burton, I came to him. He was a snake. The moles told me, because I came to the brothers, I'm like, man, they want me walk myself. And we all just went to Chow. So when we got back from Chow, the guard came to me, the CO, and he said, each one of them who just walked with you, they all finna get shipped out of here. So I went to them brothers because I only had a little time left, and all them been down a long time. So I told them, I said, hey man, they want me to walk myself because you walk yourself, then you might get a extra year added on to your shit or however
mm-hmm,
they gonna play it. So I said, hey man, they want me to walk myself, but if I walk myself, I'm gonna get some more time. And I was on the way for to come home like with 2-3 months or whatever, because I already been gone damn near what 3 years. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll walk myself. And then the multitude said, yeah, walk yourself, bro, because I've been gone a long time and I can't do no woo 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 woo. And I was like, okay, so I went to Raymond Burton, Monster. And I said, bro, you think I should walk myself? He said, no, fuck them. We ain't never walking ourselves. I got my STG ticket, brother. They pulled up in the 18-wheeler, put us in the back of the 18-wheeler, pitch black. Me and them brothers hold each other hand because we ain't know what they was finna do with us. We all end up in the hole together in SIG. I paroled out the hole, even though I didn't come home because I had authority pickup, APU. I had to go serve some more time. But them brothers sat and SIG with me. So what I'm saying is to say this: they'll see the worst, the worst thing to them is a man transformed
mm,
because Just like Monty say, we'll go to war with each other, we'll kill the shit out of each other. But let us talk about peace. Let us talk about liberation. Let us talk about putting all that dumb shit to the side for our people to rise. Then we become their enemy.
Mm, mm. Hey, what's one decision that changed your life forever?
Mm, that's deep. And you say change your life forever.
Mm-hmm.
I bet on myself. I stopped betting on everybody else because brother, let me tell you something. A lot of people right now to this day is doing music because of me, is doing production because of me, is promoting because of me. The real gonna say it. I always ride the bench. I never been a starter. I never got my shot until I started betting on me
Mm,
because I kept getting let down. Some people get so close to you and they can't attract to you and they hate the way other people love you and receive you.
mm-hmm.
I'm dealing with that right now, even with this, vamp life situation. I'm cool with Jim. Them. This don't got nothing to do with Jim. All this shit is third party. Same way with Kanye West. I was cool with Kanye West. Kanye West was coming to get, wanted me to be around him, all that shit. It was just that third party, always trying to stop that. And I
Mm,
always was just like, I'm a kid from Allgale Gardens that used to beat on the beat machine. On the green machine. That one day I used to always say I'm gonna be in LA working on music. When I did that, I didn't care about points and credits, brother. I didn't
mm-hmm.
know about NDAs, what I was signing and all that shit, gag orders and all that. I didn't care about getting points and credits for music and all that.
Mm,
So I bet on myself and I put everything in my faith in Allah. And he never let me down. And once I
mm.
started doing that, I found out that I don't control shit. So people be, man, well, you can't help me. God ain't help you. I only could do so much because the devil can't even bless you. He has no
Mm-mm.
power.
Yeah,
Only
no
God
power.
gives blessings.
Mm-hmm.
See, everybody get a devil, Shaitan, Iblis, you give him too much power. He
I
has
tell
no
people,
power.
I tell, the only power he got is to mess with your mind,
So he
just to
whispered jinn.
confuse you. That's
They
it.
whisper. That's it. That's why
That's
when a
it.
serial killer or something, they say they heard whispering. So you're gonna hear whispering till it get louder to you. But they have no power. So
No power.
so once you understand that, that's what made me even more with just being a Muslim, bro, because I was able to submit to someone higher than me. Now, my problems, I
Mm-hmm.
give it to Allah. I don't control
Mm-hmm.
nothing. I give everything the grace, the glory, the honor, the respect to Allah. And by just that, I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I know Allah got me.
Mm. Hey man, I was talking to your boy Daddy Rich, man. He said, man, out of all the people I had contact with, man, and I was trying to do music with, and I was doing. He was like, bro, yeah, wow. He the only one that I see took it farther than anybody. So I think I had to let you know that though. He proud of you, man.
I know, man. That's my spiritual advisor as well as Fred Hampton, the chairman, Fred Hampton Jr. But I just called Daddy Rich when I got something on my heart. And big bro, he the one showed me, like, he the one tell me, like, hey, they mad at you for this? Tell them take it up with God. He
Mm,
showed me, like, last time I talked to him, he gave me a jewel. He said, with you, Chucho, you don't you don't play chess. You don't
mm,
play checkers. He said, you know what backgammon is? I was like, Hell no, what's that? He said it's a game. Because he broke down what chess was. Chess
Mm-hmm.
is using everybody till you the last one left on the board. He broke down what checkers is. You jumping everybody till you the last one on the board. But backgammon, you taking your family with you through
Mm.
all the obstacles, through all the adversity, through everything. So you got to take them through the war with you. And that's what he said he's seen in me. He said, you about your family so much, I'm going to tell you about backgammon because that's what you doing already and you don't even know. Wow, Chucho, you don't play chess, you play backgammon. And he broke that down to me. And I was just like, so every
Mm.
time I need to pick a upper or a voice to hear something, he always get me right back in my spirit, man. He know the right thing to say because he's a righteous person and he's not a faker by a long shot. And he the one told me, bet on myself. He the one told me, hey man, I ain't mad at you for leaving All In Records. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you started
Mm-hmm.
UTAE. Because when I first came out the joint, I was UTAE under the Act Entertainment. Because me and my homie, you know what I'm saying? I said my celly, he had like natural life. His name was Monster. And he used to always be like, wow, wow, you under the act. You under the act. And I used to be like, ooh, what say that again? And I'm that type of person. I'm listening. And I'm like, woo, okay, under the act. And he like, yeah, you under the, and that's how I formed that. And me and him sat down and I said, bro, when I get out, I'm gonna keep Raymond Burke. I'm gonna keep his name alive. I'm gonna tell everybody where it comes from. And Daddy, and so when I came out, I was telling, Fruit and them and all them, and Daddy Rich them, like, man, I'm starting under the act, woo, woo. And at first, a lot of Rich told me, pulled me to the side and was like, you're doing the right fucking thing. Man, they feeling it. And then, a couple people from the hood tried to shut it down. Oh, that shit sound weak. I know, I'm talking about some some niggas, yeah. Man, that shit. And then I start hearing everybody start saying under the act.
Hmm.
So, you
Yeah,
know,
man. Yeah.
Daddy Rich always
Trendsetter.
was that one, brother. That man took a chance on me. And I remember, like, I wanted to tell you that. I remember I told you that story, like, the other side of the gun. I was going to go take care of some business because, I felt like some motherfuckers just tried to line me up. And I told Daddy Rich I need that joint because he had them boys wrapped up with the bandanas on them sitting on top of the shelf. And I went to go grab that joint, big boy, chopper style, you feel me? Draco. Daddy Rich had them under the bed everywhere. So I'm grabbing that joint. This like the fourth, fifth time I done got in some shit. I'm telling, like I used to always tell him, and then he talked me out of it. This time I was being sneaky. I'm like, he don't gotta know shit, because I'm really on that with this one. And he grabbed me and he was like, what you doing? I was like, man, I'm finna go, He was like, okay, let me just talk to you right quick. I just want to tell you about the other side of that. I said, the other
Mm.
side of what? What you talking about? He said, the other side of that gun. You see what that down that barrel of that hole? You could be pointing it at somebody, but all the results is pointing back to you. I say, what the fuck you talking about? What you mean? He said, because once you let off that shot, you change many lives, including your own. You ain't
Mm.
worried about it's gonna be a ripple effect. It's gonna hurt somebody's family. It's gonna break up somebody's kids from their father. It's
Mm.
so much that comes with that. He said, I ain't trying to stop you from going to do what you do. I'm just letting you know, once you do what you do, then you got to deal with the consequences and everything that comes behind that, including
Mm.
taking somebody away from their family.
Mm.
So he
Damn.
always was like that with me. Yeah, Rich know that. Rich man, that was upstairs in Block 4. Facts.
Mm. He ain't lying either. That's definitely how it go. KKG, you got the question for him, man? 'Cause I know we over, man. This one, man. We going in right now. I'm just letting you get the flow, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Oh
just letting
no,
you
it's
get the
all love,
flow.
man.
This is all love, bro.
It's all love, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's
Shout out to
God's
Daddy
timing
Rich.
too, bro.
Yes, indeed. All right, go ahead.
Do you think there's still opportunity to make money in music in today's climate with streaming and everything else?
Mm.
Tell you the truth, I always like even when it was because the climate fucked up. So, everything was going on now in today's society and everything. God damn. Yeah,
Oh
everybody
yeah,
trying.
I
Come
know.
on, man. Yeah, so like I just want to say this: streaming, because I'm on the inside. I know it's owned by the labels. The labels found the way to trick us to pay them still.
Mm,
So I even before Dirk, and you can ask the people that know me, even before Dirk did what he just did before he got locked up with that 74, whatever that last album he had,
mm-hmm,
I was saying I just wanted to bring it back artist to consumer. Artist to consumer. That way we control the flow. Because the hard work we put in, everybody hear the beats, but they don't hear them prayers.
mm,
They don't know what it takes to get in them studios, and that's our solitude when we putting that music out there. They don't know what it takes when everybody's just egotistic and you got to deal with this person, that person, this person, this person. Some people give up and they be right there close to the cuspice of it, but they give up because they done went through so much to make them even give up. So I'm not trying to stray from that. I'm just saying I want it to be we control it because it's all about now ownership. It's all about sharing the networking, building relationships, and getting the right people around you to control the flow of everything. So streaming is already rigged. Everything is rigged because it goes back to them people. Universal
mm,
just bought out about 80% of the shares from from Spotify. Warner Brothers and a couple more things that's coming out that people don't know just subdecided with another entity that's finna come out. Y'all gonna hear about it. And now it's
mm,
like it's so many things that's merging because now they see artists control this. We don't need the streaming services. All this shit need us. We just got to
mm,
take everything back and put it back in artists' hands so we can give it to the consumer. So I'm a type of motherfucker like J. Cole. I'd rather grow around and here go a shirt, here go a CD, here go a hat. Here, sign it for everybody and giving everybody memorabilia. That's like the move I'm on right now. I'm strictly on some artist to consumer. I don't they're streaming now because it's like you gotta damn near get a like look at Drake. He's
mm-hmm,
doing billions of streams and probably getting 20,000.
mm-hmm,
And it's a billion streams. And people like us, you know what I'm saying? We ain't getting no billion streams. We know that because of the way how the machine is working. See, it's all about the infrastructure and the machine. These big major companies, they're owned by other major big companies. And it feeds their algorithm and they feed the algorithm. And now it's the machine running. So I can't put out no album and in the first quarter and somebody with like Cardi B or something that got the machine behind her, it ain't gonna work.
mm,
That's why you see in the fourth quarter, all the big shots come out, start hitting. You got the Kanye's, the Drakes, the Kendrick Lamar's. Everybody want to hit that fourth quarter because that's what the tax write-off is. They trying to sign you right then and there for the tax write-off. It's just a lot of things that go with that. So yeah, ain't no money in streaming these days. It really ain't.
mm. Yeah, yeah, facts. Yeah, you ain't lying about that. All right, man. Let me see. We're almost at 2 hours. So, anybody you want to send a shout out to while we on here, man? We gotta, you know what I'm saying? We got holler at a couple of people. We got Jeff in the building. We got Eric. We got Bougie. We got Cedric. What's going on? Family
That's it.
members.
That's it. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's it. G's and Hustlers. Yeah, man. I was watching your podcast with G's and Hustlers, man. And that joint was nice, man. That joint was nice. I like that, man. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes, sir.
You got John Doe in the building.
It's
You know what I'm
natural, man.
saying?
Like it's natural, man. Like once you once you know your worth, can't
Mm-hmm.
nobody tell you the price on you. You know your worth, whether they see it or not. Cause just imagine you doing all this shit, right? You Kanye,
Mm-hmm.
you doing this, you doing that, and people still don't think you doing it. Cause you could tell somebody, man, I did this, I did that, I did that. But it take other people to say it, then that hurts you. Cause it's like you're
Mm,
not getting your due just. You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing this for a minute. So I want to just salute everybody that's been rocking with me since Killer Gang Bang. Cause on the real, I ain't really never put out a real body of work. And that's the
mm,
crazy part. After Killer Gang Bang, Fruit got a lot of unreleased music right now. Shorty Flair tell you, we were just talking about that early today. It's so much unreleased music, but that's just the tip of the iceberg because I got so much shit. I got so the thing is, I never really gave the people what they really not what they wanted, but what they deserve. Because I
mm,
know every artist out there got their own frequency. It's like a
mm,
signal. Some people need to hear your signal. Some people need to hear your message. Some people need to hear what you're channeling because you might wake up the masses. You
mm,
might wake up the people that need to be woken up by your music because music ain't nothing but frequency and it channels synchronicity. So here it is. You could save the masses. We ain't doing shit but dealing with devils right now, every day. Devils
mm,
in the administration.
mm,
These people don't care about us. These people is sacrificing while we out here sacrificing our blood, sweat, and tears, but they sacrificing kids to stay ahead of us.
mm,
They are sacrificing to deities. So, like I said on every podcast I go on, get closer to God, get your spiritual shield together, get your mind, your mental, your physical, and know who is the divine guiding you. Because if one thing you got to understand, if God ain't fighting for you, that means you belong to somebody else already. So I just want to salute everybody. High honor, loyalty. And that's another thing. Everybody starts saluting all that. I like me, bro, I don't do what nobody ever did. I always try to improvise, revise. So when people start saluting and all that, now I got my own salute. I've been doing that. I always when I was like brat. Now everybody saying brat, and I start doing this. I'm the first artist that started doing that handshake. I make back come across my chest like me and my brother, all them go to concerts. We put that because I wanted them people in there to see a movement. I wanted them people in there to see somebody that knew what they was doing. And when one move, we all move. If I go to the bathroom, or my girl go to the bathroom, or her friend go to the bathroom, anybody with us, my brother, we all moving. It's
mm,
synchronicity. They seeing us. Damn, boy, who was them? And that's what excite the public's curiosity. They want to know. So I've been doing this for so many years, and I still ain't at where I want to be, but I'm comfortable with the skin I am. I'm not chasing fame no more. I'm chasing legacy.
mm.
That's it.
That's it.
I'm not chasing no fame. I'm not,
Man.
I'm getting paid for what I'm doing. That's the main thing. And also just chasing that legacy. So salute to everybody that always been rocking with me, rocking with Chucho since a shorty. Salute to all the drug dealers, the dope heads, the dope pushers, the prostitutes, the hookers, the gang bangers, the people that told me go in the house, the people that, the older brothers that seen me with a gift and changed my life and told me, hey, you got better than this. Shorty Flanham used to send me in the crib. I used to be over Mac and TT crib, TT Dada. I used to be over Devo G crib. Thank God for putting me in righteous people life, because I could have lost my life out there. And a lot of people at that time that I thought loved me really didn't give a fuck because I was
Mm,
expendable.
mm,
And when I realized I was expendable, I had to realize how much commodity I was worth. Because everybody could tell you who you are. It's never gonna fade. It's never gonna work until you believe it. So
mm,
everything I ever did, brother, I manifested. I took a chance. I was scared to get on that plane by myself to go to LA when I ain't know nobody. I was scared to get on that plane to New York by myself, to Denver, to Arizona. I was scared by myself, but I knew I had God with me. I knew that I was destined for something. I didn't know what it was. I was letting God lead the charge, and that's the honest to God truth. Wallahi.
mm,
So,
mm.
with everything I say, I just salute everybody along the journey from the hood, outside the hood. You know who you are. If you add it to me, you add it to me. If I add it to your life, that's the only thing that matters. Because guess what? When you leave here, you will be remembered for two things: the problems you solved or the ones you created.
Man, that was deep right there. So on that note, before we end it, I gotta ask you one more question. Who would you like to see on a future Fammission podcast?
You had Daddy Rich on here already?
Yep.
You had everybody. Nope, nope, nope. You had Pony?
Nope. I've been talking to him.
Pony,
Pony, you
Pony,
hear it? I'm on your bumper.
Pony. Because
Yeah.
Pony, another real one. He'll tell you he got in this promotion shit and all this shit because of me. He tell me that all the time. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about this shit. I ain't care. I was doing this for y'all. And only reason why I did it is because of you. And he give me inspiration as well, to see his struggle and see where he came from and how he
Mm,
shaped himself and how he bettered his life. You know what I'm saying? And made it. And that's my cousin. I love him. You know what I'm saying? And he know that. And he saved my life a couple times, but he saved my life in Block 9. You know what I'm saying? When I was over there just fucking around. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's a real one, man. That's a real one right there. You had Daddy Rich already. You had Shorty Flair yet?
nope.
That's another one. You know what I'm saying? So, I just, you had Vernon.
Nope.
That's another one. See,
Yeah, I need them.
those
I need them all.
those solid key pieces is what the hood embodied. Those different names, the Mook G's, the Jerichos, Shorty Flares, the Verge. That's why I was saying earlier, you got to remember what came before you.
Mm-hmm.
And long as you remember what came before you, then you know where you're going. And long as you got God ahead of the ship, then you selling, brother.
Yes, sir. Well, man, we already at 2 hours, man. I ain't gonna. I know they blow up your phone. I ain't gonna hold you hostage. You know how we do. We can talk all day. So,
Yes,
man,
sir.
I appreciate you coming on the Fan Mission podcast, spending this 2 hours of power with your boy. You done brought the hood out. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody that's on the
Salute to
in the
everybody,
chat.
man.
Man, yes, sir, man. I appreciate you, bro. And man, much love, bro.
And we linked
Man,
in, bro. We gonna do some great things, man. And I stand
man,
on that. Like I talked to you last year, didn't I? Say, bro, we gonna line it up. We gonna make it happen. It's coming. It's just God's timing, bro. That's all. And we ain't in control of it. But we gonna make it happen. And we gonna We're going to force the real to be the real. And we're going to eradicate the fake and the fabricated.
Mm,
Because we
mm,
can't keep doing what we're doing if we're trying to go somewhere. Because them same shit, them just holding us down. Them weights holding us down. Them same
mm,
memories, that same everybody trying to, pick big up one person and maybe they not ready for this shit yet. So you got to get
mm,
behind who ready. And then everybody get behind that one person, like I said. And I'm not just talking about somebody that can rap or they feel like they're talented. No, somebody with a gift, somebody that got heart, somebody that's a people person, charismatic, and can lead something and bring the adversities, the GDs, the BDs, the Stones, that type of shit, and bring us together under liberation. Because
mm.
anybody can rap. Anybody can have a gang story. I don't care about that shit no more. That's my past. I'm a grown man now. I'm on grown man time. So if we ain't talking about liberation for our people, knowing these devils against us, trying to erase our history, erase black history, or erase everything that people before us in the civil rights movement stood for, then we ain't on nothing. So we
Mm.
got to do as the prophets did. Peace be upon them that came before us. They sacrificed for change.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man. We can do this all day, man.
I already know, bro. I already know,
Hey,
bro.
man.
Love,
Man.
man.
Man, much love, bro. Man, I love you, bro.
Love
You
to you and
stay
the
safe
family
out
too.
there.
Love to you
Man,
and the family too, and the wife as
man,
well.
love you. From my family to your family. It's a fam mission, baby.
No
You already
question.
know. We on the mission. Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
sir.
So,
Wow,
man,
the
enjoy the
general.
rest.
Salute to the truth. Everything else is a lie. Gang.
Gang, gang, gang. Yes, indeed.
Yes,
All right,
indeed.
bro.
Salute.
Come on. Yeah, what's up? This your boy Money G from the Fammission Podcast. We just had Wow the General. He done brought the hood out, man. Much love, bro. And don't forget to like and share this video. Hey G, stand up, man. You already know it is. Next Friday is going down again. Until then, peace.
I got the whole